Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Happy Resurrection Sunday.
I know that's right. He
Mm-hmm.
has risen, girl.
It's risen, girl. So I want
We are
everyone to
risen.
know that we did not plan to have on the same shirt. Pause for the content. Oh God. Well, come on in, y'all. I can't get my shirt right. It's like it's crooked. But when you're looking at the TV show, when you're looking at the thing, it don't.
It doesn't look crooked.
No, it does, but I don't know how to like. I'll go up,
Adjust.
but yeah, like if I'm going up, it goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It's okay.
so we've been gone for about a week or two. I feel
We
like,
have.
yeah, but I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to be able to say, hey, we're gonna be on, and hey, we're not gonna be on. For the people that are watching, share with your loved ones. Bring it. Come on in, sit down. Church is about to begin.
Because we will be reading y'all tonight. You know, Jesus used to read people all the time.
Yeah, he did. But
And then he would bring them to salvation. Okay.
a little humility don't hurt nobody.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. So tell me about your weekend.
Oh, let's see. What did I do? I don't think I did nothing this weekend.
Really? That I don't believe. I feel like that's kind of hard to believe.
What you think I did?
I don't know. I just feel like you did a lot of. I did a lot of stuff this weekend.
Yeah, where are
Um,
the people?
I don't know. Maybe we've been gone for too long. That's what Mama said.
Don't hurt nobody.
Ooh, it's just me. I'm just sharing. That's what Mom said one time. She's like, I think you guys are gone for too long, and I was like,
She's giving us
oh.
Chris. She's giving us
Huh?
Chris Jenner.
Yeah, she told me. She told me we was gone for too long, and you know,
We have
I'm
lives.
we have lives, Mom. You just gotta let us live. So I'm inviting everyone and their mama right now. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you are getting hit up to tune all the way in.
Yes.
So come on in, y'all. We just sitting here talking about life. Life as we know it. Wasn't that a show?
I don't know.
I feel like Life as We Know It was a show.
Really?
Yeah. Hey.
Um,
And then there was someone in the comments. Shanika, if you're watching,
okay.
please go to the ORNOT podcast page and comment there so that we can communicate with you. Okay.
Yeah. Come on over, guys. We don't got all day. We ain't gonna be here all day now, okay?
But anyways, the good news with
Oh,
all
what
of
did you do this weekend?
this weekend, my kid played tons of basketball. So I was a basketball mom all weekend long, and I was extremely exhausted. Oh, and I attended R&B only.
I
On
know I saw you on the page. It was litty. That's what the kids say, I think.
it was what?
Litty. Did
Liddy.
you say that?
Yes, I had
Hmm.
a blast. I mean, it was so much fun. I recommend anyone.
Really?
Yes, I recommend anyone that if you have heard of R&B only, this is where you're supposed to say, "What's R&B only?" Let's
What is
start.
R&B only? Is the
No,
person?
no,
It's too
it's
late.
no. We need to start over this narrative.
Okay. So what did you do this weekend?
Oh, I was a basketball mom this weekend, and I went to R&B only.
What is R&B only?
Very good. R&B only is basically like when you go to a concert and there's a DJ and there's a
Mhm.
host, and then the next I guess like a performer comes out, like let's say you're there to see Drake or somebody like that. Well, before the performer comes out, the DJ and the host gets everybody like hype, right? Well, R&B only is just that part. So all night it's just a DJ and a host, and they play R&B songs all night long. And when I tell you,
Really?
I thought I was like, Summer Walker or SZA or something. That's what I
Dare
thought I
you
was.
say? You should have said, dare I say. Dare I say I was Summer Walker.
course, I'm all right. Thank you. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. So shout out to R&B Only for
Mhm.
blessing Norfolk, Virginia, because
Love
geez,
that.
it wasn't a lot of people there. I mean, it was a lot of people there. If you looked at my story, there was a lot of people there, but it was a good amount of people where it wasn't like you're worried about the pandemic. The people were on top of you. Like I had room to dance and just move around. So it honestly was probably one of the best experiences I've had in 2022.
What?
Yup.
That is amazing.
Yeah, girl.
And it wasn't even anyone there.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like in terms of a performer, right?
Yeah, that just shows you like you don't necessarily need I'm just y'all, I'm on Facebook right now creating a story. I'm tagging everyone y'all. You know people that do that?
Yeah. They'd be
That's
like,
me
look,
like,
it'd be like 96. It'd be like Danielle and 96 others.
well, that's what I'm about to do. It's better. It's better. It's better weather like that, okay?
Marquita, why you in the back room, girl? Tag all your friends, girl. Bring your friends in,
Bring your
girl.
friends in, girl.
Marquita always has like this time in the back room where she's like applying her makeup. Well, she only does lip gloss. Okay, we only get a gloss from her, but I'm here for it. Look at her. She does her own eyebrows like this. Look, y'all. This is what Marquita does in the back. It's like a routine thing. Okay.
No, Charlie, you're not late. We're late.
Charlie girl, we are late, baby. We are very late.
I'm not gonna tag her, so
Oh, you don't want Charlie to be part of the 96
she's
others?
already in here, so it don't matter. If you get in here now, you won't be tagged.
For those that don't know, well, I do want to say something big happened this weekend. My church opened its doors back up for the very first time. Oddly enough, something big happened for both our churches, but our church opened its doors for the very first time since the pandemic.
That's
so
big.
Shout out to the Mount Portsmouth for stepping up and mounting up and opening their doors to make sure.
Mounting up.
Yes, that's something we say, mount up. So
oh, really?
Stepping
that's
up and
cute.
stepping up and mounting up and opening the doors and making sure that we were all safe. And I tell you, I have like notes. I took notes during the service. I like.
You don't usually do that.
No, but I do. But this time, like I took notes and like shared it. You didn't get it, but I can send it to you. Like I sent it to people. Like I know. Like listen, this was the word I got today. I didn't send it to you back to give you a word. Want me to give you a word?
Just one.
Yeah, how you know I have multiple?
Because I know how churchy is.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get you a good one. Okay, if you want if I want God to be on time, then I got to be on time for him as well.
What is that? Why are you trying to say that? Why you say choose that word out of all of them? Because I'm not ever on time to church.
Just the first one on the list. It wasn't about you being on time to church. No, crazy. No, I didn't even think it meant literal time. Okay. I thought it meant like, people are always like, where God at? I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time in life. And then you'd be like, he is not here. He is not here with me. And then you'd be like, you want God to be on time. But like, have you done your work? Have you done what you're supposed to do? Like, really sit back and think about it and evaluate that. So anyways, we opened up the doors.
That's a good word.
I know. Thank you.
Who was preaching today? Was it the? Go ahead.
Pastor LJ preached along with Dr. Keisha, our first lady. It was amazing. But yep, and my kid went with me. He actually volunteered to go to church. Look at God.
That's good. I used to be the kid that wanted to go. So maybe he had a bug for a second.
Hey, I'm with it. Bugs, rugs, all that good stuff.
Bugs, rugs, tugs.
Yep. So what you got going on? How was church today? Today was day one of the Story Church.
I'm just over here tagging 1,000 people.
Well, tell me about Story Church today. Tell me how it was of Story Church.
So basically, we have a new church, and the church is Story Church. And the line goes something like, your story connects to God's story, which leads to a greater story. Oh, my pastor did that. And today was our first Sunday. It was really good. I told a couple people today, I was like, there was like a sense of peace. It was like, then I saw something and it was like, if there's peace, then you know that you must trust God. Trust God. And we didn't know if anybody was going to show up. So we was like, oh, we got a church, y'all. We still got a church. Bless. So we were just really happy that people came and people were saved today. And that's like the ultimate assignment, is just to keep on saving people. Bringing people to Jesus, trying to fill up heaven. We're trying to have heaven, people in heaven in overflow.
Oh, that's right.
That is the assignment. So yeah, it was really good, and just really thankful for today, and thankful that we even had church doors open. I'm thankful that your church was able to open up and bring people in. I'm sure people at your church, there were a couple people at your church that were saved as well, and that's just what we're here to do. We're just here to literally be the hands and feet of God and shepherd people to him. And so that's all we do. We're not going to do too much preaching tonight, y'all. That's it.
That's all right, though. If you ain't came here for the word, I mean, sometimes we be in the spirit. It is what it is. Maybe this show's not for you. But speaking of shows, today's a big show. We're going to skip to the hot topics and then go straight to the show. But today's a big show. Today we talk about your business. And I don't mean business. I mean your business. So, so if you're an entrepreneur, this is the show for you. Send it, tag it, send it to someone that you know that runs a business, because we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good meaning, you know, you might get a few tips. The bad meaning, guess what? You run your own business, but you have some haters, baby, and they do not like to support you and your business. Yep, it's real in the field. So we're going to cover all of that. So definitely stick around. But up next is Hot Topics. We have not seen her.
Let me give her a little commercial, because she
give her a commercial, girl. Give her a commercial.
She ain't been here, so we just gotta do the little commercial.
Yeah, give her. You ready? Give her one.
Yeah, I got it. Stay calm.
Okay, go ahead. Well, when is it coming?
Tasha, I could hear you in the commercial.
I don't know why. I didn't do
it. Hey, Marquita girl, how you doing? It's Sugar.
It's just things that happen backstage. Hey, y'all, happy Easter.
Happy Easter, girl. How you doing?
You know, fantastic. You know, just, I've been part of, different type of Easter festivities today. So, is that when he celebrated turning the water into wine? It's okay. It's okay if that didn't happen during Easter. It's okay.
That's okay. That's why you here. It's a little something for everybody.
Right. It's a little something for everybody. Y'all, we've been gone so long. Why did we do that to ourselves? Do you know how many hot topics then came and went and we didn't talk about them? I gotta do like when you back in the day. Now this gonna tell how old I am. When you used to play the cassette, but you also press the fast forward and it made that zoop, 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 zoop. That's how I'm gonna have to run through these hot topics, y'all. So I'm gonna have to be real.
Talk about
I don't know about that.
No, she don't even get it.
But it sounds like the struggle was real, and so I can.
The struggle is real. So okay, y'all. So jumping right on in here now. So first, y'all already know I got to talk about this Will Smith and Chris Rock slap, because we did not talk about that. We've been gone, y'all. So look, real quick. I know y'all want to say. Let me just say about this. I'm all about protecting your wife and not letting nobody else punk your wife all in front of you and whatnot. But the slap Chris Rock, that was kind of whack. Moving right on, you just didn't do anything but cause you to be a meme again, and then also have other comedians talking about your bald-headed ass wife. Now it's more, you did it for no reason. You slapped that man for what? His ticket sales to go up, and your book sales did go up too, and we made a whole lot of excuses with you, but Will Smith, that slap was whack. Second thing, people are so desperate for news that now we're making up stories. So some person, influencer, somebody that got an Instagram, posted that ASAP Rocky had cheated on Rihanna with her shoe girl, somebody that make her shoes, fit her shoes, find shoes, or she do something with Rihanna's shoes, and ASAP Rocky was supposed to have slept with her. Leave this unproblematic pregnant woman alone. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm sick of seeing Rihanna's tummy. She's not. Don't get out here and be fooled with how Rihanna dressing, how she pregnant. Right. We wear maxi dresses, tights, leggings, and t-shirts while we pregnant. Don't let Rihanna fool y'all. We just not walking around here looking like that. And if she was not Rihanna, her grandma would be telling her right now, baby, put some clothes on. But it's Rihanna, so she unproblematic. So we just gonna leave her alone. Now, this fool that made up a story to start some drama that ASAP Rocky and cheated on this girl, and they ain't doing nothing but traveling back and forth between New York and Barbados, just minding their business. Y'all got to stop. It's not that serious. It's so much stuff going on in the world to where we don't even have to make up stuff. You just got to go. If you're desperate for a story, steal one from off the Shade Room of a Holla Alert. You don't have to go up here ruining people's lives for a story. That's true. No, he made an apology and everything and said he needed to take a break from social media. And I'm trying to figure out, baby, when did you decide you wanted a break? Was it before or after you lied? Why didn't somebody tell you before you lied on these people to take a break from social media? Because you was too involved. You mean to tell me you done found all the stories on social media and they so damn boring you just had to make one up about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky? It's just... It's enough stories. I can't even cover them all right now myself. There's so many things we have missed. What else have I missed, y'all? I gotta hurry up and run through these topics. Y'all know I don't be having a lot of time.
You don't, but you're doing great. You are like the speed.
So there is some. I'm gonna just talk about the good news here right now. So I'm gonna breeze past them. Just gonna talk about the good. Trey Songz was acquitted of his charges. I think it was in Las Vegas. So that's a win for Trey Songz. I will not talk about the flip side news that came across to my attention. I won't talk about that because
it was in my inbox. It was in my inbox, and I set it all down.
It's on the DNC.
Nope.
It's on the DNC. Negative comments about Trey Songz is on the DNC. Do not comment list. That's what it is. You can't violate the terms and conditions of the DNC. The bad things about him is put on hold. Coachella has started this. Has anybody talked about Coachella? Has Coachella been on people's radar? Because
I think it's been on the rich people's radar, as it always is. I'm not a rich person, but it's been on my radar. And Adidas has a serious collaboration with Coachella. So they have like a whole clothing line that's like Coachella merch, Coachella shoes. That's just my tip.
That's dope.
That's all I got.
That is dope. I saw that. I saw that they started some stuff by putting Diddy. All they wanted to talk about how he was in front row watching JT and Carisha perform to do their City Girl set.
Who is TJ? Who is Carisha?
That's the City Girl. Young Miami. Yes, that's her.
I get snatched up.
I think she knew who Young Miami was. She just didn't know that baby.
Yeah,
Carisha. Okay,
the girl. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Well, she was in jail for a while, so
that was JT. JT was in jail. What ended up happening was, JT, she was in jail, and she was in jail while they was hot. So Young Miami had to get on stage and perform all their songs by her polar stuff, and then she ended up getting pregnant and had to perform all the songs by herself pregnant. But I think they made up now because they best friends and best friends make up, and so now they performing together.
She is dating Puffy or Diddy or Love or whatever his name is.
Well, so everybody is trying to tie Diddy to somebody, and Diddy he lets us know that he does not want to be tied down with anybody, and we got to stop tying people down with Diddy. Cause we say he was messing with Young Miami, then he was messing with Joy Chavez, or please forgive me, y'all already know nobody name. Bow Wow baby mama, the cute unproblematic one. Yes, I guess the word for the day is unproblematic. We love those. Yes. So we tied them together because they was on a yacht and supposedly kissing in the jacuzzi or a pool on top of the yacht. You know, something rich people do. I just kiss on the sidewalk, but anywho, I don't have it like everybody else.
You be kissing your husband still kiss.
I'm not sure who we supposed to be kissing, but
there's that.
I know y'all kiss each other. Well, you know they say when you married for a long time. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't know no more, but you know when you married for a long time, you kiss. I was just wondering if you still kiss.
I mean, yeah, it's not on no yachts and whatnot, but you know,
right. We'll get it, Marquita.
We'll get there.
Right. Hey, husband, heard it here first.
So yeah, so they have been putting people with Diddy. Don't be putting Diddy with nobody. Diddy is not tied to nobody. Diddy got to focus on all these kids he got. Diddy got a lot of daggone kids, and all of them is not grown yet. So he needs to focus on. I think he got three more that are not adult children. So that's what we need to tell Diddy to be focused on is all of them damn children and not trying to find love because he's 6-0. Oh yes. So in other comedy news, so T.I. got upset that a comic was talking about his allegations with his wife, and you know he kind of went. Oh, really? Yeah, he kind of confronted her during her set and was kind of like, you know,
well, that's not what really happened.
Huh?
That's not what really happened.
Well, what really happened? How you gonna the hot topic? But
you know what? You're right. Go ahead.
What happened? Where was I? I must have been under a rock.
I watched Tasha K, and the girl had an interview with Tasha K. So,
oh, is Tasha K the one that ain't got no business telling nobody business because she need to lay low? I think Tasha K. Tasha K.
So
you need to lay low.
Who's the comic? Who's the comic? I know we only have 2 minutes.
Who's the comic? Some girl out here in Atlanta, and she does well apparently.
Yeah, she's normally the comic for the night there a lot, so they do a lot. She goes there a lot, like that's her spot. But yeah, so
he was there too.
Yeah. So she said something about the allegations of him and Tiny in the past about allegedly T.I. Don't you come for me with your vocabulary. I said allegedly raping women, drugging them, and so those are all allegations. No one has been charged, no trial dates has been acquired, none of those things are happening.
Okay, lawyer Marquita. Okay, come through, lawyer Marquita.
I already know I watch court shows all day, you know, just brushing up on my little skills or whatever, honey. You know, thank you, Judge Judy. Yes. So he stopped her during her set, and he was, you know, upset, and he just kind of did the same thing Will Smith did, but without the slap. There was a video that I think he might have bear hugged her to snatch the mic from her. But anyway, eventually afterwards they made up. And he apologized. He used his vocabulary for good this time and apologized and, you know, said a whole bunch of big words and all things was good between the two of them. So yeah, I don't know what comics need to do nowadays. You know, y'all be saying I'm funny, but don't put me, don't come around here trying to think you're gonna slap me because I said something. You go get your feelings hurt. I tell you what, I'm not Chris Rock, but you know, I ain't that funny. If you think I'm that funny to where you got to slap me for a joke, think again. I ain't that funny. But yeah, I don't know. So comics, I guess, are on notice that they can't just, I don't know if they can make jokes anymore. Maybe they need to, everybody start writing sitcoms or something.
It's a freedom of speech situation too. Like comics should be able to say what they want to say, right? You should realize it's a comedy show, so you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, but you know, we live in a different type of world to where, you know, everybody is at their breaking point.
That's true.
We don't know when we don't know when we gonna snap.
That's true. You're right. Well, the time has come. You did an amazing job. I mean, this run round you did was amazing. Are you sweating? Because you were going fast.
Thank you. I might be a little sweat up under my stomach, so I don't know. I won't know until I get up and that little breeze coming, and I'm like, oh, I was sweating. So yeah, I'll find out.
At any point in time, you feel like you want to put it in the comments. If you are sweating, just let us know, okay?
Okay, I'll definitely be in the comments. I gotta hear about all of this. These comments is get ready to be good because y'all don't be fooling with these small businesses. So just don't be going in on these small businesses, y'all. I love y'all small businesses, but some of y'all gonna stay small. And that's just all I got to say. We all got to do better with our small businesses, okay? We're gonna be around here running crumb businesses. We gotta be. But y'all go ahead and talk about these businesses. I love y'all, and I'll probably be in the comments.
Bye. Well. I did learn something during Hot Topics. I knew nothing about the TI thing. And I'm
I've been on it. I've been on it.
You'd be like you're like a secret junk blogger or something. Like my sister be knowing stuff that I have no idea is going on. And I'm like, yeah. So she'd be like, yeah, girl, Tasha K, I'm gonna send you the link. I'll be like, whoa. Hold on. So,
she keeps me informed. So, I mean, I know she had her little battle with, but she was keeping me informed.
So time to get to the nitty gritty. Today's episode is about your business, my business, the business.
First, before we start, if you have a business and you want us to follow you, drop your Instagram or your website. Huh?
I said your website.
Yeah,
we said the same
thing. So where do we want to start?
I think first and foremost, the episode is about small businesses. So, I think throughout the show, we'll kind of drop a few tips and gems. This is not just going to be a rag show. we're just not going to vent the whole time. I think that if you want, we can, but I think it's important to know that, there is a sweet spot to this. Owning your own business, there's definitely a sweet spot. I think there's a moment that every entrepreneur has where they're like, this is the benefit of owning my own business. So, owning your own business kind of starts from a passion or a place that you had an idea and you kind of were like, this is it. Let me see how I can put it together. And I think the first thing that you think is that it may not be that difficult. And I'm here to say that it is. I think we can first highlight our own business. You can highlight our business, then I can highlight mine. So go ahead, you can highlight ours. That's fine.
So our business is BHBA PR. We specialize in social media management, public relations, digital marketing, a ton of things. We're like a boutique suite for all things creative. We create content, and we are great. We actually are big advocates for small businesses. So we like to work with businesses that are trying to figure out social media and trying to figure out how to navigate through that space. More recently, we have entered into the government contracting space. So we are hoping to increase our brand and our pockets in that space. So if y'all just pray on that for us. And then, that's what we've been in business probably since 2015. We've had multiple clients, different types of clients. We've had car dealerships. We have had fitness instructors. What else have we had?
Restaurants, entertainers,
influencers,
radio.
Yeah,
done radio.
And so we also offer like consultation to some people like family who have businesses, we always are we're always consulting. So we can even add WNBA player in there because we consult as well. And I think that the biggest thing for me when people don't support my business is singers. I don't know. We ain't had no singers, did we?
We might have. She
Maybe.
she probably know better than we.
She probably does. The biggest thing for me, yeah, the biggest thing for me and for our business is that people literally act like we don't have a business. We'll go into that further later on, but that's my thing. Go ahead, Tasha.
So I'd like to say that this is a business. Podcast is definitely in business. When you're coming into that podcast world, you have some aches and your pains. We do have the guy from I think I know what she's talking about. We'll get back on that. I think I know what she's talking about. Okay, so in regards to ORNOT podcast, if you're interested in starting a podcast, know that it's not easy. One, and it is a business within itself. It has become a situation where we went from 3 to 2 to 3 to 4. We've decided to bring in a producer, someone to help us with topics of the show, because we can do all those pieces itself. We have to be our own social media management. I create our website. So if you go to ornotpodcast.com, we do the web development for that. We've done the theming for our Instagram. We do all of that. All of those motions and machines, you have to do that yourself. So when you're creating a business, there's this piece that nobody tells you. The piece is the marketing is you. The admin is you. Payroll is you. Customer service is you. And it's not easy. So I think why people get so angry when no one supports them is because of all the dirt and the grind that you put behind it. So even if I'm just posting something and I just want someone to share it for free and no one shares it, like, bruh, I created that just for you to share it. And you are supposed to be my friend. So if you're my friend, you should share, because that's just what it's about nowadays. It's almost free promotion. It's free promotion. You just want, after all that work, you know what I mean? You just want someone to say, hey, you're doing a good job over there. That's how I feel. My other business is Tasha Mac Fitness. I'm a personal trainer, yoga instructor, meditation coach, spin instructor as well. They call me the virtual fitness instructor, virtual class queen, something like that. I've heard that a couple of times. So you need a virtual class. Yeah, you need a virtual class. Come holla at me. I do face-to-face classes too, and I do one-on-one trainings. The fitness industry is a little different. I think as an entrepreneur, I have had more support in the fitness industry than I do as a publicist, as a social media manager. And the reality is I've been doing the PR world much longer than I have the fitness world. I have a master's in PR. I have, me and my sister, we went to school together, hand in hand, arm in arm, did our work together. And we're shmees, we're subject matter experts, but we don't get the love. So I think that this is kind of where this episode came from. Do I care if I don't get the love at this point, since I've been in it for years? No. Because I know how it goes, but I know a lot of new entrepreneurs who it really bums them out. Like, they really don't understand it. And then they come to me and they're like, Tosh, I can't believe no one's supporting me. And I hate to say it, the man that you don't know across the street, he's going to support you before your man that sits next to you. Don't know why that is. So, Danielle, you can have the floor.
I think I may know why it is, or I think I may know what may lead to that. First of all, we have expectations for people and I feel like expectations set you up for disappointment. So like if I expect my friends and my family to support me, like I feel like sometimes I beg for people to just tune in to a show. All you gotta do is put the show on, y'all. and let it sit. Is it my voice? Is it my voice? That's annoying. If it's my voice, then tell me that. That's why you can't watch. For that part, I think it has to do with, it could stem from jealousy, envy, because you did step out and you stepped out on faith and you stepped out and you believed in yourself enough to do it. I think sometimes that it can stem from that. I think people are just jealous beings. And I think that people just be people and out here, y'all. It's just people will people. And it's really hard. I'll speak on from BHVA PR perspective. Person really hard to have a business for so long and no one support you. And then I will say, this is like me being a person here. When other people come up with small businesses, with other businesses, and they ask for you to support them, and then it's like, well, this is not a school project for me. This is my income. So when someone doesn't support you and you expect them, and then they turn around and expect you to support them, I can't support you. That's not me. Like, that's not me being immature. That's not me being like childish. That's just where I'm at. If you didn't support BHBA PR back then, and you don't support me now, you're not watching my show ever. You've never watched my show. You don't subscribe. We ain't friends. We're not friends. We're not family.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, like, if I can't get you to subscribe to my channel on my YouTube, and I can't get you to follow my page or put a fire sign on my comment, then I can't call you for a flat tire. I can't call you to come to the hospital. I can't call you because I can't get you to do the simple things in life. Charlie says, I lowered all expectations when it comes to my business and so-called friends supporting me. I've realized that there are no friends in business, and I realized who were truly friends and who were simply opportunities.
That's good. So opportunists will come too. Opportunists, your business may be booming. They're gonna slide right in them DMs and be like, hey, can I get something free? Or can I get something for half off? We'll talk about that later. This is not a flea market. This is not up for negotiation. The price goes up every day.
And guess what? Number one tip that I learned in business, my sister truthfully taught me this, but I had to learn it as we go. How much you charge is a reflection of yourself, of your value, and of your worth. So if you're doing absolutely everything for free, that don't mean like my little free class I might throw every now and then. No, in fact, Tosh Mac Fitness, if I give you a free class, I'm gonna come with you with the membership. But you get what I'm saying? But true, when people come to you and ask you to do pro bono work, that means that's your value, your worth. So you have to really look at it that way, because you have the next man. For example, social media management on a monthly basis is anywhere from $1,500 to $1,500 to $3,000 a month. The people who come to us and ask us to do it for $100 a month, when you break that down in 30 days, it's 33 cents. It's like 20 something cents. 20 something cents for me to do what I should be doing for $3,000 a month.
Right. So with that said, social media management, just as to clear this up, it's not just posting on Instagram and Facebook. It's engagement with the people that follow you. It's going on to other people's pages and engaging on their posts. It's also possibly content creation, because people will be like, can you do my social media? Well, okay, that's great. So where's the content that you want me to post? I'm not about to be out here. I've created so much content for people and they will be like, oh, well, this wasn't what I was really looking for. Well, I just created 40-some posts for you. You didn't give me any information. And this was me donating my time. Really, that's what it is.
Yeah. And that's big too, though. It's your time. You're donating your time when you're a business and you're providing a service. You're donating your time. Your time is important. So I think that all that is tied in. That's a whole word. What Anthony said, still trying to understand how your friends don't support you. Well, they're not your friends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
This is
also
something we need to
Josh,
dig into a little deeper.
yeah, Josh said it's selfishness. People want to get to the top first just for clout. And so I'll say that to this. If they do see that you've created this great platform, Josh actually has a new app that is out for fishermen, I think. Josh, if you could tag your business below. I went to high school with Josh, and it's like an app, I think, there where you can discover like jobs for fishermen. Like you need to like kind of like contracting, I think.
That's nice.
It seems like a very good business. Although I don't think he follows us on BHBAPR or not podcast. So Josh, I'm gonna need you to do that. But with that said, I think that people do want to hop on the train when it looks like it's great. So I can speak from our cousin's business. She has like an athletic wear line, and it's fire. It's at Selective if you want to go ahead and fire that fire sign. And people want to hop on this train so quick, but they want it for free. And the train, you can't even get on a train or a bus for free. You got to pay something to get here. Nothing is free in this life. You can't support, not even free these days, guys. Support's not free. You got to give somebody something for free. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have some type of overhead. And it's just unfortunate that people are really there for the party. Like I always say, when you realize if people are there for the party or are they there for the cleanup, I prefer people who are there for the party and the cleanup. If you just here for the party, you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You got to go.
Well, going back to what Marquita said, that she doesn't have a problem with doing the free stuff, but she also understands that there's a financial gain to be successful, and she's too poor for that. I think that the first portion is the key. And I think that that's where people get caught up in, is that there has to be some financial portion eventually. And there doesn't have to be. I think that like the biggest, I will say Marquita in particular, she's a huge supporter. Always has been. You know, she'll buy the shirt. She's had on FSHOA shirts, Broke Millionaire shirts. She's had on ORNOT podcast, Tasha Mack Fitness. You name it. If she can put it on her, she wearing it. Her daughter's wearing it. Her husband's wearing it. And that's huge. It doesn't cost anything, guys, to support people that can support you. And then there's this thin line. So then you say, well, are these the people that I'm supporting? If you're the supporter, are the people I'm supporting, are they good people? So you then too need to be mindful of who you're supporting. But you get what I'm saying? So I have a friend who she supports everyone. I don't think she's up here, but she supports everyone, but they do not support her. And she continues to support them. And I'm like, girl, you got to stop supporting these people because they're not supportive to you. And it's in simple things. It doesn't have to be aligned with your business. The thing is, it's hard to explain. It's frustrating. I'm sorry.
I think that if you do not have the finances to support a small business or a friend, it means so much when someone shares, likes, reposts, comments. And I say that because the algorithm, everyone's always talking about the algorithm. If you're on Instagram, the algorithm matters. I need you to comment. I also need you to like. Don't scroll past my page and not like something. This is like, I need you to like so other people can see it. It might not be for you. That's it. It might not be for you, but it may be for someone else. And the love can only be spread. I can only increase my brand awareness if you like it, if you share it, if you comment. If you just scroll past it, no one else is going to see that post. Period.
I have a tidbit. So here's a tip for my entrepreneurs. I have a client. She's a celebrity client. I'm her social media manager, and we were in algorithm hell. She has 40 plus some odd followers. She's verified on Instagram, and we could not get her number to move. Could not get her the followers to move the number. And we're like, what's going on? What is the problem? I'm posting. I'm not interacting. I'm posting. I'm putting it on the story. What's the problem? We have tons of likes. We weren't interacting. We were in algorithm hell because we weren't interacting as a team. We weren't liking, and guess what? So what did I do? For 24 hours, I went and liked almost absolutely everything. I put fire signs, 100 signs. I put hearts. I say, yeah,
well,
girl.
that's on to piggyback off of that. When you do comment, this is another social media tip. You need to at least put 3 or 4 words in the comments. Yep. If you don't, the comment is null and void. So don't come up on the page tonight. Don't go to BHBAPR, y'all, and put a whole bunch of hearts. I'm gonna need you to put like, hey, y'all, this is great. Love it. You're killing the game. Keep doing your thing. Something. Put a small phrase. Get your friends to do that. Send out your IG. Send a group text. Ask everyone to support. That's what you do have to kind of promote yourself a little. But the key is when you figure out who doesn't oblige, that's when you just cut them suckers off. They gotta go. They can't stay here.
That's true.
We cannot afford to have people on the train.
Your ticket has expired.
Your ticket has expired. We can't afford to have people. You holding us down. You bringing it down.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna give another tip for my entrepreneurs who are fluent on YouTubers and for my supporters. Did you know that you just have to watch the video for 30 seconds so that I can get a view? 30 seconds. So what do? I go to my gym and my community and I put all ORNOT podcasts on all the TVs. And I make sure that it plays on YouTube for 30 seconds. If I go to a hotel out of town, I put it on YouTube and I make sure ORNOT podcast plays for 30 seconds. Guess what? I can do that for 4 minutes on 4 different videos and get a view for each one. I just gave y'all a nugget you ain't even have. Boom. That's a good nugget. Like, it's 30 seconds of your life for you to say, let me see what Tasha and Danielle was doing today. And I'm not just saying for me. I'm saying for, we have people up here, YNAGG. We have Selective, Off the Record. I worked with them for years. Anthony Adebayu's in the comments. Off the Record, they're on every Wednesday. It's the same. They have a YouTube page. Anthony, put your YouTube page and down in I have to guide you guys now. So thanks for giving us your business names. Give us your websites. Give us your Instagrams. This is where people follow. We network. We keep it going. We keep the conversation going. We would love to have people come on the show to talk about this and to keep the conversation going too. Because we have to almost create our own community of support.
Yeah.
And that was what I was going to say about the fitness industry. My fitness industry, the support is amazing, but it's like a community of women and men I don't know who have decided when I post stuff, they share it. Let's see.
So hold on, before we move forward, I posted on Instagram last night or yesterday and asked everyone to drop their social media handles for their business. And only 4 people did. And I don't know if that is because 4 people only have small businesses or if they just don't want to, there's that engagement thing. So I'm going to go for a second. I'm going to shout out to those people who actually commented and engaged with me. There is Alethea Center. That is by Kristen Arian. She is a family friend of the podcast. I will drop the Instagram shortly for you guys to follow that. There is @_bling_ with Lori. Lori is a fellow Crohn's survivor and warrior. There she is. Mm-hmm. And the weird thing is Instagram has this thing about like finding your people and your community. I've never met this woman. She's gorgeous and her hair is always fire. But we are like Instagram family / friends or cousins. And so of course I would love for you to guys also follow her. I will drop her Instagram as well. And then we also have Mien Aesthetics. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's MIEN Aesthetics. And
it's right there.
Okay. Yes. And I think it's like a styling consulting business.
Ooh,
and yeah, he's like dope too. I love his Instagram. I like his content. And so it takes nothing for you guys to follow these people.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to follow. If we can just get a follow, then that would be great. And so I want to say thank you for even engaging on my content, on just my content, and being, I don't want to say vulnerable, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put my business out there for whoever Danielle see. 60 people look, sometimes 100 people look at my story, 60 people look at my stories. They just do what they want to do. But at least the 60 more people that you didn't have look at your,
and all it takes is one.
And all it takes is just one.
All it takes is one. It always amazes me from a fitness standpoint, as an instructor. I can teach a class and there'd be 10 people in the class. Out of that 10 people, one person can comment that, like, I said something in a meditation session, or I did something that changed their trajectory of how they felt in that day. That is the purpose of usually why you're in business, because you have a passion to do something or to help someone or to serve something. And if you can touch one person, or like Danielle said, you're sharing and that touches someone else, it doesn't have to necessarily affect you. Trying to stay a point to everyone's comments so that we get everyone in. Anthony said, for the friend that I had that supported too many people, I don't think she should stop supporting because she's naturally a good person, but maybe not go overboard with the support. So I think kind of just knowing, like, I got to create boundaries. We always talk about that. You got to create boundaries and know what's good for you and what's not. And then let's see, Kevin Roberts said, unfortunately, when it comes to supporting each other, our mentality is self-gain, as long as we can get something out of it. However, when I look at other cultures, they support each other without doubt.
Yeah, that's a problem. Black people just don't support y'all. We do not support. Some Black people, I support. Me and my sister, we support heavily. But I think that's because we come from a creative space. We come from an entrepreneurial spirit. We have that spirit in us. So we love, like, I would prefer to wear all things that are mine or my family or my friends than to go out to H&M or Target or Zara. That's just me. Because when other people see what I have on, and then I know it's immediately, for example, selective. Half of my wardrobe is selective. So when I go out, and so it's Tasha's. So when I go out, people are like, oh, those leggings are fire. Thank you. It's actually my cousin's line. You can follow them on da-da-da-da. That's like self-promotion. Yep. But Black people specifically will literally be like, yeah, I saw your little business. But you don't have a little anything. You barely got a job. So, or, you know what I mean? It'll be something like that. They will downplay it. They will literally act for us, for BHBAPR. Yeah, like we don't exist, baby.
Yeah, that's like, to be very honest, that's the most disrespectful part ever. When I was asked to be a part of a panel on women in PR, that probably was an honor, because that meant someone saw me. Yeah. And I have been in business since 2015 with my sister. And the lady said to us the other day that we're a family-owned business. We are. We're also a women-owned business and a minority-owned business. But the family-owned business thing got me, because I was like, oh, wow, we are family-owned.
I know, it did. It got me too.
The fact is, me and my sister, we have made money off of our business.
I paid my car note several times.
Right.
Well, for like probably a whole year for my business.
2 years off of that social media job that we had for the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, that took care of a bill. And it took care of a trip. And all because of Ballyhoo VAPR. Because I took what I learned and loved, and I'm sharing it with other services with random people that I don't know. Random people that I don't know reach out to Danielle and I and say, hey, we trust you with our services. We need you to bring our brand to life. But unfortunately, probably half of y'all up here didn't even know that we are in the public relations space, that we're in the branding space, the web development space. My sister said that someone loved our website, and they're like, who did your website? She's like, my sister. Yes, I do websites. I do coding, but no one knows. And at some point you get tired of talking about it.
Yeah, I think that's where I was until we had this conversation, honestly, because I would see people, like I see people and then, they have their business, and it's really strange when other business owners don't support your business. I think that's the strangest part to me. It's like we'll have family with business and they just will be like, it ain't well, that ain't real. Y'all, social media is a real thing.
I think they think that, you don't have a portfolio and you don't have clients from the past. And we have clients, we have tons of them. Our portfolio has continuously grown. But before the time runs out, I did want to highlight a couple of businesses that I am currently loving. The Oasis Alliance, our cousin actually heads that up. That is a nonprofit organization, Nikki, that in which people that have struggled and had issues in life. The Oasis Alliance goes in and does a whole interior design of their whole house, and it makes it look like something out of like a magazine. I think they even got to partner with Kia, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that was pretty cool. So they're doing amazing things, and they started as a small business, turned into a nonprofit. So that's pretty cool. I also want to highlight, you've heard us say it 9 million times. We've also given her some type of award or two, but Selective, our cousin started that brand, and it's near and dear to my heart, of course, because I'm a trainer, but near and dear because, we saw it from the very beginning to where it is today, and her many followers. And it's a Black-owned, woman-owned business, and she's killing it. And she's most likely killing it without the support of many that she supports.
No, she is. So, hold on. Let me just say this. This young lady that owns Selective, my young lady, like she family.
Hey, I was like, oh, really? Okay.
She was able to, I don't know if I should put this out there, or maybe I should. I'm not going to do it because I know she's really discreet. Okay. Well, let me say this.
Wait, what?
Yeah, her business has been so successful that she is able to do what she wants with her life. Right. I will say that. I will say that she has made decisions based off of how well her business has been. That is a testimony to, and it's half of the people that are supporting. They ain't us. We support, but they are people from across the country.
And what people need to know is, like, real support is I log on. I don't ever say, hey, Charlie, can you send me size medium this and this? No, I log on. I don't know what Charlie do, but Selective, like, they fly my order in on like a jet. Okay. Like, literally can say, and I don't know if this is like VIP love, and if it is, don't stop it. But I can be like, boom, and then it'd be like, your Selective order is here. I be like, dang. So I mean, it's just that's real support, but the grit that she's putting behind it shows, and she's able to live her life the way she wants to live it. And those are the moments for my entrepreneurs that is when you start to see the reward. So I know it's hard. I know it sucks when you have 100 followers. I know it sucks when there's no payments and nothing's coming in, but keep your foot on the gas. Like, the blessing in disguise is that my sister and I don't have to keep our foot on the gas with BHVA. We honestly have turned down work, and we can do that, but we also know how to pick up work. So we know that, so there's that blessing, but that's a sweet spot that we got to from 2015, where we took on one of our first social media clients for $100 a month. We were straight tripping. We were tripping, y'all.
And I'm always like, so out of the two of us, I'm the business mind. I'm like, the money, honey. I want the money. And all.
If it ain't about the money.
If it ain't about the money, I don't want to talk about it. Time is money, y'all. So I'm always like, hey, I don't think we can do that for free. I literally do that with her own business, because it's like my little side hustle sometimes.
My sister is my manager. I told someone the other day when they were trying to find out how much I was going to charge for meditation sessions for their women's group. I said, I have to talk to my sister, because I would do it for free, but my sister's not going to let me.
And so I know that there is a thin line between offering certain services for free. I understand that, especially in Tasha's space, in the fitness and yoga and meditation. There's this thing called Dharma where you got to give a certain amount of stuff for free. But I still think that it's important that you have to show yourself your worth. So if I'm sitting here creating, let's say I'm creating like sweatshirts, I'm not about to give you this sweatshirt for $15. I might as well give it away. I'm not making any profit. It costs $30 to make. So the sweatshirt you about to get is $60. That's like the bottom line. The bottom line is always money. I'm sorry, y'all. It's about the money. It is what it is. You know, it may be you want to uplift others in the midst of it, do so. But it's first you're trying to create supplemental income. Some of us have been able to create supplemental income, and now it's our major. It's our first realm of income. It's our first realm of revenue.
And I think it's important that you think of your side hustle, of how you can turn your side hustle into your main hustle.
Yes, and that's what Charlie did.
You get what I'm saying? So in April 2020, transparency moment, April 2020, I was laid off. Was at a job almost making six figures and was completely laid off. I was one of the highest paid senior recruiters. And they just, one morning I woke up, and the little email popped up, boom, meet me at 12. Met them at 12. They're like,
what did I tell you when that happened?
That it was going to be okay. And this was time for me to focus on my business. And I was going to get like double and super blessed. You did. I was between Danielle and my friend Trell. I was so upset, y'all, like life shattering. They gave me a severance, which that's great. And I had been there for 8 years. So I'm like, okay, cool. But here's the part that's the moment. So then we started to get contracts after contracts. BHVA PR, boom, 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 boom. Things were just popping up. And guess who was able to focus on it? Me. Danielle was able to focus too. She had her own job, right? Her 9 to 5, but I was able to help us guide the business. Tasha Mac Fitness started the Mac Squad. I became certified in all these different spaces, and my brand skyrocketed to the point where I made the decision to go back to work. But I only go back for this. And I'm only going to go back if I have to do this. I completely created my own structure. And if I hadn't gotten laid off, I would have never put my foot on that gas. So it's just one of those things. Don't not start the business. Start the business. I say put your foot on the gas, but I'm with you if you're scared and you don't want to put your foot on the gas just yet. You don't have to reach out to us. You can reach out to anyone. You can email us. I'm quick to give you the good, well, this is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, my sister might charge you, but I'm not going
to end up charging you. And let me tell you why I'm going to charge you. Because I got a whole bunch of school debt. I got a lot of loans. And yes, I make very good money. But when it comes to my brain and my creative eye and my creative thought process, that is not free. It's only free for about 2 or 3 people. One of them is up here. The other one is on this camera with me, and another person that's not on the camera.
So I like that, Josh. I might have to take that. All gas, no break.
Yes, I agree. I think that you gotta go all in for yourself. Yeah, you gotta go all in for yourself. So when you go all in for yourself, also seek resources that can help you go all in. And with that being said, BHVA PR can help you with that. If you need help, if you need media placement, we are 2 girls from Virginia, but we know people. If you need media placement, if you need consultation on how to make your business better, if it's just so many things that we can help with small businesses or big businesses.
And if I can't do it, I'm going to send somebody your way. That's all. I'm going to say, you know what? That's not really something I do. And people have done that with me. Like, hey, girl, I don't manage nobody's social media. Can you do a call with them? And I'll do a call. They like it. They don't. Move on. Whatever. It doesn't hurt my feelings because somebody else is coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Manifest it into existence. It's coming if you want it. I mean, if you want it. There's the catch. So post 3 to 5 times a day, post like you crazy, get on people's nerves. The people that don't want to hear about it anymore, that's their business. They can unfollow you.
Yeah.
And just make your business and brand come alive. And one more thing. So someone, I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me that you have to speak it like it's yours. So for a while,
it's probably me. I'm probably the someone.
I'm sorry. Okay. So, wait, we go back. Planting seeds are very important. People need to understand that nothing happens overnight. You have to continue planting and watering your seeds. One day you will look up and you see your seeds flourishing.
That's real.
That's real. You have to put it in. Mom says that it was her that said,
whatever, girl. Girl, whatever.
Building relationships will build your wealth. Facts.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say was my sister, I believe it was my sister. I'm sorry. Shout out to my mom who bought me Easter dinner. I can't wait to eat it. But my sister said to me, I had tons of fears around training. Tons of fears. Okay. And the reality is this is what I'm supposed to do other than be here and serve you great people. But my sister said to me, you have to say, I am a trainer. If you want to be a poet, if somebody asks you, what do you do for a living? Let's say you work give me a business. I don't know. Like, let's say you're a recruiter like me, but y'all didn't know that. So let's say you're a recruiter for some company, but you're also a poet and an artist, and you're trying to find a creative space. You're trying to be an artist. You are an artist. You paint every day after you get out for your 9 to 5. You try to sell your work online. When someone walks up to you and they say, hey, what do you do for a living? What's the right answer?
Yeah, I'm an artist. You have to live in that space. You cannot say, you just have to really believe in yourself. And it's going to be almost like you're living in La La Land.
Yes,
and it's
my whole life changed when I changed my title. When people would come up to me and I'd be in the store and they say something, and they were like, oh yeah, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a social media manager.
Also, the respect is different. Mm-hmm. Because one, they see that you have faith that you stepped out on your own. And it's not that you're lying. You may have another job, but that's not who you're trying to present right now. I'm presenting this person for you because I don't know how my services or my product can help you. So if I'm going to
brand, baby,
it's all about the brand. And so it's important for you to live in your truth. I'm a big believer in manifesting what God has for you.
Amen.
And he has a lot for you, but it's up to you to activate it and to get it going. It's not your faith without work is dead, y'all. If you think God just gonna plop a business down in your seat and just give you all the money, then you are highly mistaken. That's not what this is. He's like, you're gonna have to work for it.
But that goes back to what I said. That's going to full circle. If you want God to be on time, then you have to be on time as well. You have to put in the work. You cannot not put in the work. It's so frustrating being an entrepreneur, though. I'm not saying it's not stressful. Me and Danielle had a situation one time where someone didn't pay us. We worked so hard.
And y'all know I was livid. Y'all. I created all this content. It was good content.
And we were working. No, now don't make it mistaken. We were working, like doing the work, having meetings, using time.
Having full-fledged meetings with this person. I mean, this person got on my nerves. I was about ready to curse her out. And everybody know I don't curse. It's just what I do.
It was a reputable looking business that we serviced. And it was just something it really surprised us that she was unable to pay. She eventually paid after a very long time. It was
So I was hot. It was even hotter. It was to the point where Tasha had to take over. So you should also, if you have a business partner, lean on that partner's strength. Find out what your strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah, we have two different strengths.
We got two different strengths here. My thing is, I'm going to cut you. Mm-hmm. I'm going to probably cut you, and then I might pray for forgiveness. Because I am going to use every word. I'm going to have, well, you said this on this day.
But then when you know that your partner that you work with
is about to lose it.
When I lost, remember my recent client where
then I had to be
woke up and I had already created.
So it's you have to know when to turn it off and on. I do encourage people to partner with friends or family. People say don't do business with friends or family. I don't agree with that. I think that some friends or family are good. Hold on. To whom much is given, much is required. Yes, you better have a word, Kevin Roberts. Where you been, Kevin? Are you new here?
From Virginia State.
Kevin, come. Thank you for coming. Luke 12:48. You have to put in the work. Yes, I think somewhere in the Bible, God was like, y'all gonna have to I need somebody to do this, toil this soil. And he was like, in fact, you do it. Come on. God was like, I'm going to have you do the work. But you have to find up your person. If you're in a partnership, you have to figure out what their weaknesses and strengths are. It could be anyone. And so even if you're not in a partnership with someone and you lean on someone for mentoring or advice, go to that person, use that person as a resource so that they can help you navigate through tough times. When that was going on, when we weren't getting paid, Tasha stepped up. When things started getting a little sketchy with another client, I had to step in and put big sis pants on real quick because she was losing it and she was the same one. So I'm like, if the same one is losing it, then the crazy one can't be crazy right now. I can't.
Y'all.
I had to get real level-headed. And I can't.
Can you imagine how long have we been in business? God, I don't even know. Too long.
It's a long time.
7 years, I guess. But we have a lot of stories. We got some stories for you. That's a whole other show. But you have, like Danielle said, you have to use the strengths and the weaknesses and get you a partner. Don't work alone. Sometimes, I think you don't have to partner with them. Like they get half the money, but get you an assistant or a little somebody to assist. Because to be very honest, like BHVA is a blessing, but we don't put half the work we could in it. If we did, y'all would just be like, oh, what happened to them? Because we don't get to, because we're working on everyone else's business. We're working on everyone else's stuff. We're putting our stuff in other brands and helping with that. So it's very often you won't see us post as much about the business or within the business space. And that's because we're working. But I think without a partner, it's so hard. With my Tasha Mac Fitness, I'm not alone. My sister, I'll be like, hey, I need you to get me some graphics. I've been trying to do this. And she's like, okay, let me see what I can do. You need someone to help you.
Yeah, even if it's for us, even if it's for something like that. So I do graphics. I love content creation. That's where I love to create content. I create content from our women's ministry for church. I'm even having a hard time. The same shift that I had when we started our business, I'm having that same issue, and I shouldn't, with being with living in my truth for my position. So I don't tell people that I am the social media manager for our women's ministry. I don't know why I don't do that. I feel a little strange about it, but I'm working towards that. That's me. I need to do that better. So what I'm saying is I create content for that. That has created a greater purpose for me. And that in itself, that's what this whole thing is about, creating your own business. It's creating a greater purpose for you. It's generational wealth. It's really believing in yourself. And if you find other businesses that can help you elevate, then by all means, why not elevate together? So if we can be a one-stop shop for you, let us be a one-stop shop. If someone else can help you with graphics, if someone else can help you post, if someone else can help you with pulling in resources or applying for grants for your business or getting you different ways to elevate, pull those people in. Now, if they can't help you, let them people go. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all I got. Cause we could talk about this for hours, and I need to get on this Zoom call. So,
why you got the battle rounds tonight?
Yep, they are happening right now. I'm surprised Anthony even did 2 things at one time.
Well, he did hop off. So, anything you want to have any lasting words for the people?
No. For my business owners, find your audience, your target audience. Get you an EIN. You know what I'm saying? Get you an EIN. Find yourself a target audience. Create you some social media. You need a social media page. If you don't like social media, tough titty. You have to have
titty. Because let me tell you why. If you don't have a page, I don't believe you. I'm gonna be honest.
It's the truth. So I've heard people say, "Well, I mean, why do I need to have one, Taj?"
Some people be so above social media. It kills me. People hate social media.
That creates a lot of issues, I think, with people and believing our business because they're like,
yeah.
And I'm a social media manager for General Electric, and you would be surprised of the numbers that I bring in just by posting on one page. Just because somebody else.
Well, you would just be surprised on the people that we help with content anyway, whether it's writing a caption, whether it's helping figure out what time it's to post, anything. So even though
it doesn't have to be us to do it. We're not telling you this.
Yeah.
We're telling you like the impact is real. It's unfortunate. My mother has Instagram. If my mom has Instagram and I have Instagram and my son has Instagram and his girlfriend has Instagram, look how many different generations there is.
Yeah.
That just got touched. So by not doing Instagram or not doing Facebook, you're not helping yourself. You're hurting yourself. You have to do social media if you're a business owner. You don't know how to do it? Cool. There are people now that do it for you.
Yeah, call somebody.
It don't have to be us, but there are people that do it for you.
Well, if it's not us, then
she's
don't come back.
Wrap us up, Dan. Wrap us up.
Okay. Well, with that said, if you are tuning in for the first time, first and foremost, thank you for tuning in. Second, go follow our pages. We had this whole spill. If you're not gonna follow, then I got a problem. We ain't friends. That's
YouTube, subscribe.
Yeah, YouTube, subscribe, do all the things. Like, share, comment. If you go on Instagram, follow us at BHVAPR, at Tasha Mac Fit, at Tasha Mac PR, at Chronically L with the K, at _ ORNOT Podcast. I've also dropped a bunch of people and their IGs below. If you scroll back up, please follow those people as well. And then support and like and comment on their pages as well. So we are super grateful for you guys. I just want to say that on this day specifically, Resurrection Sunday, we're hoping that with this conversation, your businesses will also be resurrected and that you will have a sense of a reset and encouragement, but also given the space and opportunity to vent a little and just bounce ideas and thoughts off of each other. We love that. And we hope that the conversation led to us pouring into you so that you can go out and pour into others for this week. Have a great week. Have a good week. Be grateful. Gratefulness is the highest. Gratitude is the highest vibration. So if you are able to put that out, your businesses will multiply. If you have any questions in regards to needing help with your small business or your big business, definitely reach out to us. We do offer 15-minute consultations for free, but that's it. Once that 16-minute hit, you may have a fee. It may be an invoice.
That's a good tip. I just told you about that.
Okay, so Kevin Roberts has suggested, along with the EIN, look at the UEI number as well, which is the unique entity identifier. And this is currently, I guess it's working on towards replacing the DUNS number, which is a whole other thing. But we appreciate everyone that has contributed to the conversation today. And we love you guys. We just want to encourage you. If you have any questions or any other comments or anything, feel free to hit us up in the DM or it goes down in the DMs, but we're hoping that something else is going down.
Be intentional, be great. Be intentional, be great. Protect
your
energy. Protect your energy, guys.
Protect your energy. Go out and pour into others. Yeah, that's it, guys. Bye.
Bye.